What up? It's your boy T here. We're gonna kick things off with something I said I was gonna do sooner, and that is my Q&A. So this is gonna be the first Q&A I will do today. Well, and during my career as a reactor as well too, a YouTuber as well too. I will do a part 2 just in case you have more questions. But anyway, let's get the questions out the way. That's most of y'all had hit me up with. So I'm going to kind of go in order of when received though. So the first one is, can you do reacts to SMG4 droids? Look at the channel as well too. Now I've been hesitant on checking them out though as well too, because I usually not into them type of videos, and sometimes when I drew them, it's just not pique my interest. But I may do one once I find some time to fit in my schedule, because usually I have majority of my videos are kind of pre-planned at time as well too, to do with either my certain days as well too. I've been meaning to try to not do my days anymore, but it's I just can't break with it, because so much wrestling videos react to, so much music videos react to, trying to laugh. I've been pushing it back as well too. I've also been pushing back a lot on the Big Jaw Color Season 1. I got returned to that soon when I get a chance though. But if I can find a way, I will squeeze in a SMG4 as well too one time as well. And if I can pick any, I'll just look for the most popular one, because the person put up a follow-up question on that as well too. Alright, so next one is, what is your favorite TV show and favorite music genre? Favorite TV show of all time, explain the choose from, but I can say Fresh Prince, Family Matters, Full House, let's see, Cosby Show, Different World, Step by Step was kind of my favorite at one point as well too. I become a fan of Golden Girls, thanks to my wife, you know what I mean? That's to be our Golden State show all the time as well too. Let's see. There's plenty of others as well too, the Law and Order and all that. So yeah, there's plenty of TV shows as well. As far as music genre, I can say the top ones is definitely hip hop, R&B, EDM, or electronic music as well, or / house as well too. I'm a fan of rock and pop. I'm being a DJ. I grown to a lot of music. I'm a big fan of lo-fi hip hop as well too. So yeah. So I'm put these two together. So one person ask the same question as another person does, because because going by my videos, I'm a fan of horror. Let me ask who's my favorite horror film villain, horror movie villain, if I can even make a top 5 as well too, and what's my favorite horror movie. Now, I know me, I don't roll with the bad guys and villains, but when it comes to horror, they are the majority who runs the horror genre, except for Ash of Evil Dead, who's one of the excuse me, very little hero in horror films, as well as and early the first 2 Hellraiser, in a way, Pinhead was more of an anti-hero than a villain. He became villain around the third one. But other than that, if I can say I do top 5 as far as villain. My number 1, if you've been watching my talks on horror films, my number 1 is all be Freddy Krueger, man. The reason why I say Freddy Krueger's number 1, because out of all the horror films character, he has personality. His movies always been dope though. I was a fan of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, when it's my favorite horror movie. It's always been my top favorite franchise of all time. Second is Ghostface, aka Scream, as well as the Scream series movies, my favorite as well too. Third, I grew become a fan of this horror character more, watching more and more, because I always say this character is most horror characters, they do more damage to men and over women, and even though folks of my kind get bumped off early, they don't get as effed up as the rest. Well, Jason, he don't give a fuck if you black, white, male, female, old and young, he fucking you up, and that's why he's number 3. I can say number 4. I would have to say Michael Myers. You know what? I don't know. I can say. No, 4 is Chucky, man. I become more of a Chucky fan, especially watching the new Chucky TV series as well too. So yeah, definitely. And 5, I give it to Michael Myers as well too. Honorable mention, I was definitely say is Leatherface. He's a crazy MF as well too. But yes, But yeah, my top genre movies of all time is the Nightmare on Elm Street series and the Scream series as well too. Other than that, let's keep going. We will keep going to horror. You know, I kind of skip over one because you talk about the horror as well too. Do you prefer slasher or splatter horror films more, and why? That's a good question. I would say slasher. Nothing beats a good old classic slasher. It's not too gory. I mean, I don't mind the gore at times, but sometimes I can't do too much gore at times. If I watch a movie like Saw or The Hatchet and all the other stuff that's hella gory or hella twisted, I gotta watch something light afterwards. Like the one time I was in college, my cousin buddy, we watched Saw 3 together. That shit fucked me up. My mind was so bad. I had to watch something else light afterwards. Alright, the next one. Who is your favorite NFL team? And this person is an Eagle fan. Well, you got yourself a fellow Eagle fan. I know you may not see my videos, but always rocking an Eagle shirt. Yes, Eagles is a team. Hometown team right too. Yes, I'm still disappointed we lost in the Super Bowl, but it's cool. Now, next one. This is a good one. Do you think do you think you're gonna do some interviews like YouTubers, like Dead Meat, WWE wrestlers in the future? I would like to do something like that. It would be awesome. But you know, I get fantasized by interviewing like YouTubers as well too. Like some of my favorite YouTubers I like to interview, and then speak on them as well too. Because I've been a fan like Tyrone Mannix. You know, I've been following as heavy on his trying to laugh as much though, trying to keep up with it. You know, the In the Clutch crew is my crew as well too. And speaking of that, I'm gonna go to another question talking about that as well too. But yeah, In the Clutch, I would like to interview James Janice as well too. That'd be nice. And interview some wrestlers, possibly, very possibly. All right. And then that same video, somebody asked me this question: would I do a collaboration video In the Clutch involving like the OMG Wrestling WWE movies, like also kind of like the current format they're doing right now with the street, like the separate location thing they're doing, like they're doing as of late now, because they're not able to do stuff together sometimes, like they doing with the live wrestling and all as well too. It sounds awesome as well too. It's just I feel like they always say, and I always say this, that I'm glad that folks would like me to collab with them. Like even with some of you want me to be the new third member of In the Clutch. You know, since Triple H's not rolling with them reaction wise, he's still cool and all that well too. I'm honored, but like I said, they got something good going on. I don't want to giant gill it up as much as well too. If you know, you know. And like I said, they got their personalities off the roof, man. They gotta say they have one of the best personality in YouTubing. I will say that. Out of all the reaction vids between Tyrone Mannix and them, they got the coolest personalities. Out of them guys and Tyrone Mannix, man. Like some stuff they think of, you know, Tyrone Mannix being the actor first and all that. Yeah. Another one. So this is a good one right here. You know what? I'm gonna do this and this other one last because it's about what I do on the side as well too. The next one is Tony Baker voiceover has always been one of my all-time favorite things to react to, especially when you react to it. I appreciate that when you're hilarious. Out of all the Tony Baker voiceover videos, which one has been your personal favorite? To all the videos I did. First off, shout out to #Truth, man. I miss his videos, man. The videos he put together was dope. I'll still say because I always say like the Wigan edition of his video was the best one with the owl will beat you ass. The new edition owls, the stare owls that with Swifter is my favorite as well too. Then any cast one with a skibbity paps always kill me every time. Who's the other one? And so there's some videos that after watching In the Clutch reaction to it made me laugh about it as well too. Like the dog messing up the cow saying it wasn't me. That was funny. The Lincoln the cat one is all my favorites as well too. There's plenty of favorite ones I like that has me going through it though as well too. So the last two is based on my talent, I should say. First one is, I got a good question, and this is one guy who's been following my music video reactions, especially with the Some Random Guys videos, well too. Who and what inspired you to be a DJ? You know, it's gonna be a funny story about this. The way I got inspired to do DJ is a while ago. Now, I see this movie when it first came out with my brother at the time, when it came out. And then, one time I stayed at my grandma's house because we was out of school, and I stayed there later on to spend the night, whatever. Lo and behold, this is now my all-time favorite movie of all time, Juice came on. And I thought it was intriguing how, I didn't know about DJing at the time. I thought DJ was always about two turntables, which it does, but I never thought about involving a mixer until I got old enough to know that at the age of 12, and saw that. And I wanted to be a DJ because from seeing that Q was a high school kid, or school kid DJing, I wanted to be it too. And then you had DJ Just and Lil Neat, DJ Just being a little kid DJ. Got me more inspired too. Then I heard about A-Trak as a kid. And then, you know, all the different DJ through the years inspired me, like the late great Jam Master Jay, DJ Premier, the Vince. I used to follow guys all time. Either just looking up or in line to watching their videos, or grabbing the catalog, getting catalogs sent to me to look at them as well too. You know, I never had the money to get them till way later. And I always followed like the Invisible Scratch Pickles, the fifth. I think it was like Fifth Platoon. I think it was called. What was the group that DJ Bad Blue was part of? Not the rap group. Dale People. He was part of a DJ crew. I forgot what they was called. What it's called? Beat Junkies. There we go. Beat Junkies, and of course, the Executioners, formerly the X-Men as well too. R.I.P. Rock Raider. Shout out to Ross Whip and Mr. Sinister still holding it down, and shout out to Total Eclipse as well too. And there's many others. Well, Jazzy Jeff, hometown and second home state local right there too. He's living in Delaware. I actually ran to him in a supermarket one time with my homies. But yeah, all the inspiration as well too. I actually low-key purchased not purchased. I was thinking about purchasing his class as well too. They check it out as well. They find as well too. But yeah. A lot of and there's still newer DJs that's inspired me well too, including this next person who asked this question, and I'm gonna see him. I said he's my good YouTube friend. It's DJ Furio. He would say he would love to see me showing my own MPC beat making. I've been heavily thinking about that too. It's just, one, I'm a little shy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just afraid of messing up on camera. But I'm thinking about doing it. Just never knew how like to set up to have it sound good on the video as well too, to the hookup and all that. But I may think about doing that. I may think about it as well too. Like, found time to do that as well as showcase my DJ skills. I kind of did it before. I might get back to playing with samples sooner or later as well too, like I did before. I think I'm a little subconscious because I'm not gonna lie, I gained a little weight and everything, and too, I'm a little subconscious about that. But other than that, I might start doing that. I mean, I may do it. I mean, just once I get the confidence of doing that again on camera. But other than that, though, everybody gave me some good questions, some good suggestions as well too. I'll take up on that one person on the SMG4 videos, maybe one time as well too. Yeah, I know I got you on the horror videos with Dead Meat as well. But yeah, if you have more question Q&As for me down the line, what about my wrestling and all as well too. I was surprised when somebody asked me why I'm the way I am, the Face the Hill thing. Like I said, I don't roll with bad guys and villains. I mean, like I said, horror is you have no choice but to roll with the villains because they the main attraction of the horror films. But you get a kick out of seeing the villain get taken down at the end by the final girl, final guy, whatever. But other than that, I don't roll with bad guys, villains. I'm on because there's too many folks that saying that people that relate to the heroes and villains too much as well too. Like it's like as being an adult, you gotta relate to the bad guys and villains. I want to prove that wrong. I want to prove that logic wrong. I want to prove that logic wrong. Prove that that's not the inevitable that you become a bad person as well too. Because a lot of people say that's inevitable. It's inevitable because you could folks when we get older, they can become grumpy and angry and all that stuff. I'm trying not to be that at all. I mean, you're supposed to, you can't get angry, but like, be an asshole. I mean, be a bad person. I'm saying, like, you know, grumpy old man and all that. I'm not trying to be that. I'm trying to be a good person and good, loving person when I get older as well too. That's all I am. I don't want people to get the wrong idea that might get my mind mental the wrong idea, and you know, I do not feel like I failed by conforming. You know, there's too many people on the dark side. I'm not sure why people want more people, including myself, on the dark side. But that's that. Other than that, this your boy T-Bird signing off. No, good Q&A. I'm looking forward to more. One love. Mm-hmm.